Sweet, what's going on YouTube? Wow, it's Donnie B all day. I was telling you in a different video that I wanted to bring you a knife that a lot of people have been asking about, and not maybe by brand name, but by style. A lot of people have been asking me personally, is there any budget knives out there that are actually worth buying? Is there a budget knife out there that can work? You know what I mean? And a lot of people go and they get these gas station knives and they're extremely cheap and they break really fast. But is it possible that somewhere out there there's a knife at that kind of price range that's not that kind of cheap? So this is what I'm bringing you today. This is a Steinbrucke. This is a German knife. Well, it sounds German to me, and it uses German steel. I'm only guessing that it's German. Don't hold me to that. But it's Steinbrucke, and if you'll notice that, I mean, that's what that looks like to me, right? So this is a model number OKVK-001. Doesn't matter. I'm going to put the Amazon link for this down below. I believe it's like $18.99, right? Sub 20 bucks for a knife, for something that you can throw in your pocket, your tackle box, your truck, something, but you want to know if it's dependable. So let's go over this thing first. It doesn't feel bad. It actually feels, it has nice weight to it. So it is top grade German 8CR13 MOV steel. It is spring assisted, so you'll see right here it gets to a point where it wants to just naturally snap back. That makes opening on this lightning fast. There's no difference opening this to an auto open, right? So if I took this guy and I pressed a button, you see how that opens? So let's see. This is auto, this is assisted. I mean, hello. That's how fast they open. So it's not like a spring assisted, you're getting anything less than an auto open in the opening. Now, they did the million flip test where they literally, I don't know if they hook it up to a machine or they have people all night long going like this, but they did a million tests and a million test flipper to make sure that the opening mechanism is going to work, to make sure that everything is going to flip. It is validated with a 1,000 impact at a 20-pound force. So 20 pounds, 1,000 times over and over again to make sure that nothing loosens on these. So they're actually built pretty well, right? They have a good tolerance. So let's get into some of the size. We have a 3.4 inch blade, and I have to say that I do like this. I like that shape at the top. Oh, I'm not even in the frame. I'm looking at it on the screen behind me. I like this. Look at this, how it sweeps into the reverse tanto. That's a nice looking shape on the spine, how it rides into there. You do have a partial serration, and they are very sharp. It is 8 inches overall, so you get a great full grip. Now, the only thing I will tell you is that your window brake there, it's pokey. It's pokey. So if you do a rear grip, like you're doing some kind of like really, really tight work, you can feel it, but it's not going through me or anything like that. Just letting you know it's there. And you do have a line cut, but most line cuts, when they're built like this, it looks like this. The blade is closed, and the blade is what you're cutting your line on. This one is a separate blade. So, oh, I can't use that. So I have some lines somewhere around here, and I just have to find it. That wasn't so difficult. So now let's see if the line cuts line. I'm gonna put the lime in the coconut and shake it all up. So let's see. I'm gonna try. Oh, it actually, I didn't even have a grip on there, and it already started cutting. So it has to go this way, and let's see if we can get some line cut. Now remember, this is TA 550 cord, so it's actually good cordage. It's not like fishing line or anything like that, and it's really like a seatbelt cut. And I don't have a seatbelt next to me that I can cut, but you can see that it is tearing this line up. And I'm only giving myself this much to grab onto. I should have went a little longer, but let's see. If I hold it with one side, oh, you know, maybe I should just hold this side. I don't know what I'm thinking. Ta-da! So if you actually hold a side, it's going to cut through line. So your line cut, and it will work as a seatbelt cut. So which makes this a more of a universal EDC. It's going to be a recovery type EDC. Good for if you have a like an EMT in your life, firefighter or anything like that. Breaking glass, cutting seat belts, all necessary. Having the serration, all necessary. It's very, very good stuff. We got a very deep pocket clip. It's actually a nice designed pocket clip too. It looks pretty. So I say we just cut stuff. Come on. All right, we don't have much sunlight, but we do have daylight, so you can get a really good look at this thing. $18.99, I believe it is. I mean, if you're looking for a budget knife, a truck knife, come on, man. $18.99, and they sent me it knowing it's $18.99, knowing it's at a budget price, and knowing I'm gonna test it and review it. So they had enough confidence in their knife to figure out that it's worth sending because they know it's going to be tested. All right. That was pretty good. As a dangler, I didn't know if it was going to go straight through. Now the actual edge before it turns to serrations. Oh yeah. That is 100% shave sharp. That is. I hope you saw that. That is 100% shave sharp. So for $18.99, you're getting a sharp blade. I mean, that's pretty sharp. That's pretty sharp indeed. You can hear how it hits. That's one of those, it's not a milkweed, it's one of those more firm ones. So it takes a little bit to give it a swat. But we're going to go over to the stump and we're going to cut some stuff for real. So let's get it on, man. All right. So let's do some 4-foot gravity drops, and we'll see. Get that out of the way. We'll see how the natural bite is. Bam. Oh, hey, that's actually pretty good. That swedge tip really helps. Do a couple hard downward throws. We'll see if anything changes. Wow, that really went in there. Yeah, it really went in there. All right, so you're getting a really good bite out of that. Remember, $18.99. You know, is it gonna be your Spyderco Tenacious or your ADV Tactical? No, but I'll tell you what. So far, when you're talking about like if you get an $18.99 knife at the gas station or like even a Frost blade, this thing is solid compared to those. This is solid. I think their $18.99 is so far a really good deal for this. The spacer, that steel spacer, adds the right weight in the right places. Snaps nice. All right, let's see. Push cut. Oh yeah, it's on a push cut. You don't have to saw with it. It's telling me something, guys, for an $18.99 knife. Remember, I'm going to keep telling you, it's a budget knife. I don't want people to, oh, you're blah, 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 blah. But yeah, I get it. I get it. It is what it is. But if it works, it works. And that's what we want to find out. So that serration, notching, notching with the serrations is working. Look at that. Look at that. That is absolutely digging in on that. That's pretty good. I mean, you get a lot of knives. I mean, tell me what's difference between a notch that this knife made and a notch that a $40 knife makes. You know what I mean? If you can get a knife that works for $20, I mean, I don't know. I don't know. Can't tell you why you shouldn't. You know what I mean? I just can't tell you why you shouldn't. All right, so let's try the bunch of layers of heavy leather. All the way through. Punches straight. It's nice. I want to try and chop the extension cord. Now, it's not a chopper in any way, but I have a really good grip because of the contouring on this. I have a really good grip. And I mean, if we can get, oh man, I was just gonna say, if we can get a budget knife to go through, look at that. Come on, man. $18.99. You gotta be kidding. All right. Let's test some more. You know what? Let's go to the, let's see if we can't get over here through the jungle that's been growing. And let's get to the plastic netting, because that's my big blade killer. Let's see if an $18.99 knife can do better than some $60 knives that have failed on this. I've had $100 knives fail on this. $18.99, and that thing cruised. That thing cruised through. Well, guess what? That did better than the Mora. All the people out there, Mora. This knife, this budget knife, just cruised through the plastic netting that you have watched many knives fail at. Look at this, danglers. Those are danglers. You have to have a sharp edge to chop a dangler, because it's just going to dangle when you hit it. It's just going to push instead of cut. Look at that. I mean, what do you say, guys? You know, when they work, they work. I can't complain about something if it's doing its job. All right, so let's set it up over here at the other stump. Get a good look at it. Ooh, yeah. All right, let's get you all set up. One thing I'm finding is that sometimes, the lock works great, but sometimes, depending on how hard I flick it, this lock will overshoot a little bit, but that depends on how hard I flick it. It'll be harder to unlock. But that could just be this one too. I mean, it just could be slightly off. All right, so like me, slightly off. All right, let's bang on it a little bit and see what happens. Let's bang on a budget knife and see. All right, nothing bad happened, that's for sure. And I'm hitting it. I'm hitting it. Wow, I smashed it. It's just nothing. I did probably lock it a little bit more. There we go, I unlocked it. But yeah, if I do that, then it opens and closes easy. But when I get it to go really hard, this liner lock shoots all the way to the edge. I have a Smith & Wesson that does that too. But it will unlock. I just got it in there really good. We just got a nice little dragonfly. So I don't know, guys. But for $18.99, you know what I mean? It's doing what it's supposed to do. Definitely doing what it's supposed to do. Trying to get some good angled curls on there. I don't know. It's kind of hard to complain about if it's working. Oh yeah. And so far, hold on a second. That's a second video in a row I got a phone call during. But yeah, it does exactly what it's supposed to. And is it gonna open and close and all that jazz? Yeah. Do you need to even use the flipper? No. You can control it. You can use, it's got thumb studs, so you can open it any way you want. It's going to open and close and get you there. I just went really hard on it, and that probably didn't help the liner. But now, I don't know, who knows, maybe I just had something in there, because now it's open and closing just fine. But I have to say, for $18.99, is this something worth throwing in your car, your tackle box, your truck, or even your pocket? I mean, what didn't it do that it's supposed to do as a knife? You know what I mean? Literally, where did it fail? I didn't see it fail anywhere. And a lot of people like to talk, oh, if it's not a $100 knife and above, they all think they're junk. But if it works, it works. I mean, I can't really, I don't know, I can't deny progress. You know what I mean? I can't deny functionality. And if it functions, that's all we need to know. This knife works. So I'm going to put the link down below. If you're looking for like an extra knife, somebody's first knife, literally like a knife for an EMT or anything like that. If you're looking for any kind of knife like that, I don't know, man, you can't get wrong. I mean, even stocking stuffers, buy a bunch of them, put them away. This is not bad. This is not bad at all. All right, so I actually don't mind this. This is a pretty decent knife. It actually over exceeded expectations. Let's just say that. When you look at a price point, you might not expect a knife to be as good as it is. This one did better than you would think. This is a good little knife. All right, so that's it for this one. Hi, I'm Donnie B all day. Until next knife.